Welcome along to the channel again, little bonus video this week. We just put out the video weekend just gone on the BMW E3 2500, which we've had some fantastic feedback on, which we really appreciate, not least of which from the owner. The car's now back up with him in Scotland. One comment which was great actually, and we should have touched on this a little bit earlier in a little bit more depth. Someone posted up on the BMW video, wow, all that product, there must be 5 mil of paint on there now. Nope, not even close. So I thought we'd, obviously I can't do this with the BMW because it's up in Scotland, but the XK150 here has just gone through exact same process as the BMW. So I thought I'd just run down quickly with this car before this goes away to the trim shop. Thicknesses of material. Obviously we've covered the filler work. So all I'm going to do now is talk specifically about the painted coatings that go on here. Now, whenever you look at a technical data sheet or a TDS, the single layer thickness will always be between this and that. So if we look at, say, the Novol for classic car epoxy anti-corrosion layer that we put on first onto the bare metal, the technical data sheet will say a single layer thickness is between 35 and 50 microns. Now that comes down to lots of things, painter's technique primarily. Some painters are fast and close, some are further back. So 35 to 50 microns is an average of a wet coat of application. So what I'm going to do is just break down quickly each of the layers and the thicknesses, and then we'll show you on this finished car how thick the paint material is. So when we do full Novol for classic car process from a bare metal, we're looking at Novol for classic car anti-corrosion hybrid epoxy primer goes on first. That's the green stuff you see us apply. Now we'll put on 3 coats of that. So there we're looking at 90 microns of material onto the car. Next stage would be the filler work, the shaping, which is covered in the other video, as I say. I'll link it. So ignoring the filler stage, the next process to go on is an epoxy isolator coat over the filler work. Now that is a single wet on wet application, so that's just a simple 20 microns of material on there. Next up is polyester, which is the full uniform coat of leveling surface filler, essentially. Now we'd normally go 2 coats on a car, 40 to 50 microns per coat, so let's call that 100 microns for 2 coats. Next up is the hybrid epoxy filler primer, which isn't a filler primer as such, it's the final primer that we apply colour to. Now again, we'll go 3 coats on there, so that's a further 90 microns of material. Next up will be base coat. 3 coats of base coat, that's going to be about 60 microns because we do a tack coat, then a wet coat, and then an orientation coat on a metallic, obviously not on a solid like this, but that's going to give approximately 60 microns of material on there. Next up we go the CSR clear coat, which is an incredibly hard wearing UV protecting clear coat, but it's not massively thick. 2 coats of that, you're looking at 50 microns of clear coat. So again, to reiterate from the previous video, 1,000 microns is 1 millimeter. Just so you've got that into context. So if we add up all of those layers, we're looking at 410 microns, that's less than half a millimeter of painted materials, start to finish. Now, what I've not taken into account in that little spiel there is we rub down a lot of those surfaces. So the initial coat, the anti-corrosion, we don't rub it down as such, we don't block it, but we do key it for mechanical adhesion for the next layers. But certainly the polyester, that's blocked down. So of our 100 microns of polyester, by the time we come to paint, we're probably down to around 40 microns of polyester before we put the next coat on. The finishing primer, we block that down as well. So of our 90 microns, we're probably coming down to around 60, 70 microns. And by and large, the clear coat on top, we flatten and polish, but we're not taking off a lot of material at all. So with our 410 microns of product that's applied, wet product, we take a reasonable amount of that off. Now obviously factor into that the filler work, where I've said on average we're probably anywhere between, well, no microns of filler, just straight onto the product beneath. At our heaviest, we like to keep below 1 mil, so that's 1,000 microns. Again, I refer back to the previous filler video, we're generally between 4 to 6, occasionally 800 microns. So there's not a lot of product material on here at all. Even at the heaviest filler point, we're looking at 1.5 mil or 1,500 microns, but that's a rarity to go that thick. So hopefully this is going to work. It's cold in here, despite the t-shirt. The gauge doesn't really like to work too well when it's cold. We've got cold panel surface as well. But let's go straight to the top of the wing, where we know, again, from the previous video, there's quite a bit of filler work. 819 microns. Now this is finished. This is a finished vehicle needing a clean down. We've got 820 microns, and we had quite a bit of leveling work done across the top here. So if we come down here, 340 microns here. So that's less than the total amount of wet product applied, because obviously we've flattened and blocked and smoothed it down in between processes. Let's come back to the door. 313 microns coming in at the door here. Just keep this nice and fair. 333 microns here in the middle of the rear quarter panel. So whilst yes, we go through a big process, we do a lot of work, we apply a lot, and it sounds counterproductive that we take off a lot, but there's a huge amount of work and process that goes into getting classic car bodywork nice and flat and straight. If you go into a car showroom, factory paint, start to finish, is around 150, 180 microns, but we're not trying to produce factory paint, because by and large, factory paint is garbage. It is thin, it looks thin, it's got no depth, no gloss, not very straight. So we don't aim for factory paint finishes here. That's a whole different video though. So I just wanted to fairly briefly, hopefully not bore you, but just go through with a finished vehicle and just show you sort of real world, real time, how much product and material is on a finished vehicle. So I think as we just showed there, there's less than 1 millimetre of product, including filler work, throughout the whole XK150 that's been finished off here. And it would have been no different on the BMW. So no, there's not 5 millimetres, which I know was taken with a pinch of salt, or said with a pinch of salt, but there is not 5 mil of product on these cars at all. In most cases, there's barely 0.5 mil. So hope that was relatively informative. We'll get you something different coming up very, very soon.